All right, looks like we are live. Do you see the live? I do see the live button. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Let us know if you can hear us and see us in the chat box. I am here with an awesome group of ladies today. I call them the Zebra English ladies, but they've got an awesome, an awesome a coaching group to talk about today, and I think we'll get a lot of things out of this. I am trying to find you guys. All right, here you are. Hello, guys. Thanks for coming.
Hello. Thanks for
Hello.
Yes. So, did you teach this morning? Did anybody have classes this morning?
Yep.
Yeah. Me too. How'd they go?
Yeah.
Did they go well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my last class with one of my students. He's graduating out of the program. Yeah, I know. So I was a little, sad.
Oh, that's so sad.
That is hard. I have to plug one of your videos, and all three of you are in it. I was cracking up yesterday watching the Apple Challenge video. That was so much fun. So if you're in the chat, I don't know if I linked it, but if not, I will. It was hilarious. So check them out. And guys, can you introduce yourselves? Let's see. Teacher Sis, you're in my top left.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Teacher Suze. My name is Susannah Patrick, and I currently work with Zebra English.
Good. I should probably warn you guys, if I'm looking straight down, I have all of your questions. If I'm looking over here, this is the live chat. So people can ask questions here on the live chat. So you'll see me over there too. So hi. Thanks, Teacher Sis. And Joanne. Joanne's the one that reached out to me. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joanne Foster, and I was one of Zebra English's first teachers. So that has been fun to be with them. I've come up on my year anniversary with some of my students. So my first regular that I taught last year, that was assigned to me, I'm still teaching this year. We've been together exactly a little over a year. So we celebrated his birthday the first week of class, and we just celebrated his birthday again. So, but I work with Zebra English, and then I still have a contract at VIPKid, but it doesn't really pay for me or profit for me to take a few classes there when all of my classes are Zebra English. So, so I'm still officially on with VIPKid.
And Zebra English has the same times as VIPKid, right? So they kind of overlap there. Yeah. Great. Thanks, Joanne. And Cheri?
Good morning. Hello, everybody. I'm Cheri. I am also with Zebra English, and all three of us are on the mentor team at Zebra English. So that's kind of how we met. I met Joanne. She was my mentor and helped me on the onboarding process. I was around teacher 40 at Zebra English. And so after Joanne became a mentor, one of the first mentors, she was like, oh, you really need to try for this. And so when I got the opportunity a couple of months later, I was really excited to do that. And then when Suze joined us, we're like, Suze, you've got to do this too. So when she was offered the opportunity, she went for it as well. And so really excited to be a part of that. I also do still have a contract at VIPKid. I actually split between Zebra and VIPKid, about half and half. And most recently, I've been doing some more private things and kind of doing some things with that as well.
Good. And Teacher Sis, do you also teach for any other companies?
No, I am one-stop shopping. I cannot multitask. I bow to all of you who can work with different companies. So no, I am just with Zebra.
I haven't tried it, but I heard a tip is to have one on one day and one another. Don't keep mixing them or else you'll get some no-shows in there.
Yes.
That was my tip from Teacher Danny from Happy Farms. So we have 10 in the chat. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. James, welcome. Teacher Amanda and Amy Lou. She said, good morning. Interested to hear more about these companies. Great. So today we have Zebra English for you. Normally I have like 5 or 6 different companies. So, but I'm excited to hear more about this coaching group you've made. So how did you come up with the idea, and what is your coaching group? Anybody want to tackle that question?
Joanne, she's the guru here.
I was gonna say maybe we should ask Joanne since she's the one that
Yes.
messaged me. Okay, Joanne.
Well, it started when I started getting so many applicants. And so my coaching group that I had, Zebra English Hiring Support, was growing. Cheri was my first referral, and that was successful, that came along. And so I saw Cheri like helping ones out and answering questions. And then we were in communication also when she would ask, different questions. And so I needed some help, I felt like, because there was just so much going on. And so I asked Cheri if she would come alongside me and help. At first, she was a moderator of the group and just help, with the answering questions, and also helping applicants, become a part of our group. And so, and I think right off, we started splitting the ones that reached our group, right, Cheri?
Yes, it was pretty quickly after I had started moderating. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what we did is I had my own referrals that, saw me on different ESL websites or online Facebook groups. And then we had ones that would just find our group. So if they personally were ones that had heard about the company because of me, then they would list my name. But if not, and they just hit our hiring support Facebook page, and we split it. And actually, I had two that came on board. There was Cheri and then my second referral, Michelle. But Michelle had some family issues and changes in life. And so she dropped out of Zebra English, and then also at that time our hiring support group. So Cheri was there, and we would just split the referrals that came in. And she was a great help to me. Well, then our group continued to grow, and we got busy mentoring also when Cheri became a mentor. And so we needed someone else to help us. So again, Susannah was in there, and she had already reached out to me and was offering me some tips on videos because I was a novice at doing videos.
Oh.
Go back and look at my first videos.
Mine too.
Further since then. But and then she was very helpful in the group. So Cheri and I both felt like she was the right person to bring on. So she was the third part of our Zebra English hiring support. And then she got asked to be a mentor, which was cool. So that's how our hiring support group started. And it has been a blessing and an asset because the three of us, we have different personalities, different strengths, different weaknesses. And so we just complement one another. We work well together. And there's no like competition or anything like that. So it's been a great combination. It says two are better than one. Well, I say three are better than two. So
that's great. I put in when I first started a little neighborhood thing that I was doing VIPKid, and another teacher said, "This is unfair. You should stay on your side of the street. I stay on mine." I'm like, we could make a group and help each other and work. No, she was not having it. So my mentor, I probably shouldn't say that, but so when you told me that the three of you split it and everything, I just thought that was just great. So you just kind of take turns and
yeah, we go down the list, and every third person, unless they see you, like in another group or something, because at that time when I didn't do videos for a long time either. And then when Joanne was just cranking out the videos, and they were so helpful to not only our personal referrals, but also just others who were not using a referral source. And then Sue's, when she joined us, and I watched her video from when she was with her other company, and the energy that she brought to her videos, and that's her background. Her background's in PR and marketing, right, Suze? Is that correct? Is that what your background's in, Suze?
Yeah.
She's looking, yeah. So
a little bit of theater,
yeah. So she just brought that vibe to our group, and it pushed both of us to really improve in the areas of the quality of our video, the information that we shared. And it just, like I said, we just feed off of one another, and it's been awesome.
I have this big smile because of Sue's eating the apple with the peanut butter. Right? That was you? Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go watch their video.
That's right.
It's hilarious.
Yes, that was me.
That was so
I
much
love
fun.
it.
The Apple Challenge, yes.
Yes, the Apple Challenge. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the chat box. Remember, guys, if you have questions for them, please put them in all caps so that I don't miss anything. Let's see.
Oh,
hey.
I want to say, I want to give a shout out to Teacher Kelly. So
Yeah.
Teacher Kelly does the lives, right? So Teacher Kelly, I watched you from the very beginning. I considered doing Go-Go along with VIPKid because watching her lives, and it sounded like, oh, that might be a good fit. But then Zebra came along, and I'm really glad I went with it. But I have to say that when I first started with Zebra, I did like a weekly recap of Zebra as well, kind of in homage to Teacher Kelly. I'm not doing that anymore because life has just kind of taken over, and we have so many different Facebook groups with Zebra now that I don't know what more information I can share. Plus, we do have a newbie page that we is an offshoot of our hiring support group that I do lives there. So I just, there's only so many hours in the day, but I love Teacher Kelly's updates.
Oh, good. I'm sure she's gonna love hearing that. So let's see. I'll check down. Let's see. I didn't know you had a live today. Yeah, Kelly, I snuck one in. Usually, so there's a bunch of us that take turns. And I knew my friend that does Mondays, Morgan, wasn't doing one today, or at least she had it in a couple weeks. So I scheduled this one. But my normal day is Thursday. So Kelly is Tuesday. Danny Happy Farms is Wednesday. I don't want to miss anybody. Evelyn is Thursday morning. And I'm Thursday right after her. And then Friday is sometimes Teacher Kim. And Saturday is Cindy Bennett. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but they actually helped me get started. They were already doing lives and invited me to come along. So that's the way us gals works together. Let's see. James said, oh, they're listening and doing feedback. Yes, 4-2. Wow, that's crazy. I love seeing ladies work well together. That doesn't always happen. And Teacher Kelly said, thank you. Teacher Amanda Suze, I would love to learn how to make videos. I'm really bad.
And that's one of Teacher Amanda is one of our Zebra English teachers too.
Awesome. Thanks for coming, Teacher Amanda.
She's great. Yeah, just send me a message. I will be happy to help. One thing I also wanted to mention about our group is that we hold weekly Zoom sessions. When we're hiring. That's a whole other subject.
Right?
But when things are up and going, we hold weekly Zoom sessions for any and all of the candidates in our group. And the nice thing about it is that I will host a Zoom and I will help Joanne's referrals and I will help Cheri's referrals. And we all just jump in and help each other. We offer one-on-one coaching for our direct referrals, but in addition to that, we have group weekly Zoom meetings, and I love that. So we're all just jumping in and helping each other. And sometimes Cheri will be the only one to host that Zoom. Sometimes all three of us will be there. Usually all three of us try and be there, but that's just something that's really nice as well, especially when you have all three of us there, because we have different strengths in different areas, and we can speak to different. It's just a really, really nice blend.
Good. I think we keep losing her a little bit.
Yes, and one other thing I wanted to add to that, Kasie, is that we also help like Zebra English's. So if one's found out about Zebra English, they can't add us on after they have started their application. There's no change in after that. There's no referral code like you have with VIPKid. And many applicants didn't know that. They were like, oh, I just applied. Can I get referral code? Well, there's no referral code. So, but they still wanted help because Zebra English is a very rigorous application process, or that's what they have with their demos. You really have to study and know exactly what they're looking for because it's a different platform to teach with. And so we would allow those applicants into our group to help them. Maybe they applied through Indeed or straight with the Zebra English website, or maybe had a referring teacher that was not offering coaching or any help besides go watch someone's videos,
Right.
And so we would allow those into our group, and then we couldn't do the one-on-one coaching because you know how that is. I mean, we have a life and we only have this little bit of time that we can be. each day, but we would do that Friday noon Zoom, and any of those could come on during that time, ask questions, get help, have us watch their intro video. So we really tried to support any that needed help besides, just our own personal referrals too.
And Linda asked, I know the answer, but Linda asked if Zebra is currently hiring.
And we all have to say,
no. No, but you can learn the process and be ready. So as soon as they do, you can be one of the first ones in the door. So what do you say actually to people that want to get started with Zebra English and can't right now? Like, do you encourage them to go to your group to get started in learning, or kind of wait and see? What do you guys think?
That's what I was just about to say when you said, well, they can continue to learn about the process, because we're encouraging ones that are in our group right now, just hang tight. And we stay active in our group. We continue to do lives. I did a Tshirt giveaway. I just wanted to keep that momentum and let them know that we haven't forgotten them, because it's frozen. So we are encouraging even ones that might be watching today to still come be a part of our hiring support Facebook group, and we'll keep you in the know. And as soon as they open hiring back up, then you'll be the first to know.
And it's linked below. I have the Zebra English Lounge is linked, the Zebra English Support Facebook group, Zebra English Support, and then 3 links for all of you guys for your YouTube channels. So,
thank you, Kasie.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you guys want me to link, you can send it after also. Descriptions are easy to fix. Thumbnails, not so much.
Yes.
Oh,
we know.
My nemesis. So that's great. I keep checking the chat just to make sure I'm not missing anything. You guys are so nice, Teacher Kelly said.
I think another thing I'd like to talk about is that we did, after we saw that there was teachers who were coming on board, because what happened between Chinese New Year and May was that there was a hiring explosion. I mean, just huge, because everyone was at home and they were trying to find other sources of income. And so we had all these new teachers, and they were wanting support, because a lot of teachers, either they did not necessarily use maybe us or some of the other awesome teachers, because we have a lot of really amazing teachers at Zebra, just like there are at all other platforms who do provide a lot of support. But there were just those teachers who were like, okay, now I'm here, and this is so different than anything else I've ever done before. And so we started a Zebra English Newbie page, and that was developed based on Lauren Snyder's Newbie page from VIPKid, because I learned so much from her Newbie page. I loved the culture of her page and how you can ask the same question that's been asked 50 other times the last few days, but you can ask it and nobody's going to say, did you type in the search bar, or
love it,
so I wanted to have that same type of atmosphere, and Joanne was like, yes, we need to do this. So Susan and I kind of spearheaded that, because Joanne was really busy with just so many of the other important things at Zebra that were going on at the time. So we started that, and we also implemented a mentor support group, and we haven't been as active recently. That is on my agenda to attack that again this week. But what I did was I took lists of people who were wanting a mentor or a experienced Zebra English teacher. And then I took lists of teachers who had been at Zebra English who were willing to help someone new.
Okay.
And we just did a matching.
You get a teacher.
Yeah. And we just did a matching service for them. And I was one that said, okay, I have no control over what you guys do from this point on. If it doesn't work, let me know, and I will try to rematch you. And I do still have teachers who are waiting to be matched with some experienced teachers. But I felt like that was kind of like the next evolution of our hiring support page was, we don't stop supporting you once you're hired.
Great.
And some of my very first referrals still message me weekly, and each one of us have people that we are directly working with to help them through that initial process. So I think that that's what's nice about Zebra English, is that we do have a wonderful community, and I know that other platforms have that as well. Mr. Charles is my mentor at VIPKid, Charles
Charles
Clemens.
Clemens.
Yes. And
He's so much
again,
fun.
I know I borrowed that mentor from
Mhm.
a page that I was on, and I reached out to him, and he was really helpful to me. So
That's great. He was on my channel.
excellent.
He was on the Men of VIPKid interview.
Yes.
He's so much fun.
And now he's on Outschool, I think, and he's making videos now.
He
So he's
is.
really like, wow, because he's a very experienced retired teacher.
Dr. C.
Yeah.
I saw on here.
Casey, is there anyone you have not interviewed?
I don't know. Let me know some people. Tell them to come see me. Online teacher dude said hello. Hey, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Hello.
Yes, he got caught in all the craziness that we had in June when the freeze became implemented. So, but we are thankful for the hiring freeze on one hand. I mean, us as mentors, sure. I mean, it just rocked our world because we're used to going every day. We were interviewing teachers daily. We were, coaching applicants daily. We were meeting every day. I mean, it was a lot of fun. And then we go to, one day, okay, the hiring freeze is on. So there went all of our demo slots, interviewing, teacher briefings, which we love talking about Zebra English and telling them about the company. And then our applicants too, we were not helped. It was we went through a period of withdrawal, I feel like. Sort of not knowing what to do with ourselves because we went from being so busy to down to like nothing, Yeah. On the other hand, I mean, we were glad because Zebra English always said they would not overhire. And that's one thing we have always told our applicants and our teachers. And so for them to put on the hiring freeze, I mean, it's what they needed to do at the time.
Yeah.
Bookings are low all across the board, especially with it being summer, the virus and all of that. But it was the right decision, and hopefully everything will even back out as far as
I think it was the whole unannounced. I mean, a lot of companies did it. I think it was just the whole unannounced, and all of a sudden everyone that was stuck in between was like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I think the companies could have rolled them out better, but we're in a, pandemic. Who knows?
We agree with that.
Yeah. No one expected all of that. So what do mentors do for Zebra English?
Suze, you haven't talked.
Okay. So, So mentors, it's a position where you are invited from the company and you have to meet a certain amount of criteria. We're not sure exactly what that criteria is, but basically I'm assuming that you have an excellent attendance record. You have very, very high ratings from the parents, from your students. And when you become a mentor, first of all, it's a very rigorous process. A mentor is one who interviews candidates. So we are interviewing prospective teachers. So when a teacher is an applicant and they've applied, they book their, it's called Demo 1. So they've done an intro video and they've sent that to the company, and the company says, yeah, we'd like that. We want to see more. So the next step is for the applicant to schedule their Demo 1. And what that is teaching a class. They're teaching a full class, and we are acting like a 4-year-old student. And so what we're doing is it's our job to take notes and to give the candidate feedback, and then take all of that and send those results to Zebra English. And then the other thing that we do as mentors is, there's 2 other things actually. We also do teacher briefings. So this is the fun part, where they have passed all of the things and they're ready to become a teacher. And this is our 25-minute welcome to Zebra English. It gives an overview of the background of the company. It talks about what some of the teaching expectations are for Zebra English teachers. And then it also gives you tips and advice for how to get going in your classroom. I really love the teacher briefing because that's a great time. Sure, all of those things could easily be taken care of with videos. Watch this video, watch this video. Right. But I just love that one-on-one personalized time that we can have with the teacher to really welcome them to the company, and also to answer questions that they may have. And then the third thing that mentors do is we give workshops that are officially from Zebra English. There's an onboarding workshop that they offer, and there's another one that talks about scaffold. Mentors have the opportunity to present workshops, and but for now it's a little quiet, but but that's what we do. So it's a great way. We love it because we get to. It's a great way to increase our bookings. It's a great way to meet new teachers and just kind of help build and grow the teacher community. So yeah, it's very much an honor to be a mentor. The process to get to be one is very, very difficult, but it's worth it. Just as the hiring process, not coincidentally enough, is difficult and challenging, but it is so worth it. So I would definitely recommend, if you if you have an interest in Zebra English, to please join our Facebook group and just kind of check that out. Just kind of read some posts, ask some questions, because if you are interested in becoming a Zebra English teacher, it is a process. And the sooner that you can and familiarize yourself with what that process is, the better off you're going to be. So
great. And can someone take us through the hiring process? She said the demo. What I've heard of it being tricky before. What parts make it the tricky parts?
Cheri?
I think Teacher Susan's frozen up there, so maybe
Yes.
Cheri or Joanne can take it.
So
At least it was a cute face. Sorry, Cheri. I end up feeling like, and then it freezes.
Yeah.
So the hiring process, I'm going to talk about what the hiring process was for a really long time. There was a short period of time where they did kind of a trial hiring process, and then they went back to another one, to their original one. So what it is that you send in your initial application, which is, you just give your basic info, and then they will send you an invitation for doing an introductory video that typically is 1 minute long. And in that introductory video, you give a little bit of information about yourself, your educational background, and then you would present as if you were speaking to a young child as well. So what they're looking for in that introductory video is they're looking for your energy. Of course, they're listening to your speaking. They are also looking to see, are you using TPR? That is probably the top of the list for me. When I have someone who says, hey, I want to apply to Zebra English. I've been teaching at company XYZ for 2 years. I'm highly ranked there. What do I need to know? And maybe Teacher Susan, Joanne, you may feel differently, but I say TPR, you need to really work on your TPR, because that is, that's kind of the foundation. It's not kind of, it is the foundation of Zebra English, is to use TPR. So we're not required to use secondary rewards. We are not required to use, like stars, you can use those, you don't have to. And that is amazing. We're not required to use all these props. We're not required to use props either. A lot of us do to support. I'm sure you do. And I do too. And I use props with my Zebra students, but we're not required to. TPR is where it's at. So I use a lot of TPR, and that's something that I work with my applicants and suggest for those who are interested in wanting to apply to Zebra English. Watch videos on TPR, practice your TPR so you can get more comfortable with it. And so once you pass the introductory video, then you're invited to do the demo. And like Sue said, there were 2 demos at one point. I'm not sure what the new hiring process, when they resume, if it will just have 1 or 2, but that demo 1 is a period where you get the slides ahead of time so you can practice those. And then once you schedule that, you have a session with one of us, a mentor, and it is a 30-minute session. Typically the demo is 20 minutes that you teach though. And the time with us is usually around 25 minutes, but you would schedule, in the half an hour time slot. And that's when you give the demo lesson, and we act as if we are a child. So yes, it can be a little artificial, but I will say for all 3 of us, we try to make it as fun and really reduce that stress that people have, because we want it to be a positive experience. And I would say that the 3 of us have had a lot of feedback from people who were not our referrals, people we'd never met before. And they say, thank you so much. This was a great demo.
I do remember my mock mentor for VIPKid acting like a 4-year-old. It was so much fun, but I'm a kindergarten teacher by, that's my B&M job. So I was all about the 4-year-old.
I laugh at Joanne because she's got her alter ego, her JoJo, and she's got certain things that she does. I'm just
Can
Cheri.
we see JoJo?
Oh yes, bring out JoJo. That's JoJo.
JoJo. That's cute. So are you guys obnoxious? Or do you just pronounce things wrong? You're not like naughty students, are you? I don't know. Is JoJo naughty?
It's hard enough without being naughty.
Yeah.
And of course we have to do,
we
3 to 4. Yeah, we have to do, so many mistakes so that we can see if they will correct those mistakes and how they will respond to those mistakes. Zebra English is a company that does not want you to say good job when they do a mistake. Mm-hmm. So they need to know that that going into the interview, that if a mentor student makes a mistake, that they need to say, almost or close or let's practice, but not to say good job. Zebra English feels like that's confusing to the student to say that and then correct them. But to give them that positive affirmation, not to use the negatives.
Right. That'd be tricky for me. I'm all about the good job, but
I know it is. It takes training. Yes.
Great. Let me check the chat, see if there's any questions in here. Let's see. That's very true. This is from Teacher Amanda. That's very true. When I was hired mid-February, I did not have a mentor when I got hired. I didn't know anything about having a mentor, and these ladies have been great support. Aw, good. James said,
Thank you, Amanda.
Oh, that's to me about something else. Another English company.
Check your email, Kasie.
I know. Well, he lives in Vietnam, and there's a company based out of there, and somebody asked me to do an interview with them, and I asked him if he knew about it. So that's where that came in. Hey, Rebecca, thanks for coming. Teacher Amanda said, when they need mentors again one day, I really hope they consider her. I'd get to join a great group. So super fun.
And we do have a great group of mentors. We really enjoy our mentor team. We're all on a Skype together with Zebra English, but then also we have our own personal Skype too, so that we don't chit chat, in the official mentor Skype.
Right.
There are about 13 or 14 of us mentors currently. We are all on hold. We're hoping that we got a little bit of a, message today that we'll hear something tomorrow. So maybe we'll get some updates as to what's going on.
Yay.
And we went from like 25 teachers in November, once we started hiring, to now like almost 800, I think. So that's how many teachers we've hired within that period.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a couple of specifics for Zebra English. What are there minimum hours? Minimum classes? No?
No.
Mm-mm.
What are the class sizes and length of classes? I think they were saying.
The classes are one-on-one. So one of the nice things also about Zebra English is that there is no frenzy. There is no, oh my gosh, I've got to get myself up at the top of the list and look really good so I can get those students. There's no frenzy. The company books the students for you. It's an automated booking system. So you put your availability. You can put it for the week, for 2 weeks, for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or up to 12 weeks if you know what your schedule is going to be. So you schedule your availability, and then the system will book you. You can be assigned a regular student, or you can have what's called a trial class. Basically, you're teaching a class to a student who's testing the platform. And then if they love it and the parents love it and they decide to come on board with Zebra English with this, pairing the students with, then that student will become your regular student. And then what you do from that point is, let's say I have Monday at 8 o'clock with with Dora. So I'm going to have Monday at 8 a.m. with Dora every Monday at 8 a.m. for as long as I open my schedule. And that's something really nice about Zebra English is once you establish your regular students, you are going to have a consistent schedule week to week to week. And I love that because I have 14 regular students and I teach the same ones every day, each day, but the students meet once a week. So you meet one time a week with your regular student, and then you write feedback after each one. And so yeah, that's basically how it works. But I love that Zebra English books the classes for you, and that we don't have to, feel like we're competing with anyone. And that also that we know that once we are given a regular student, that is our student and that's on our schedule for as long as we have our availability.
Good. Let's see. You said length of. Oh, so is Zebra English only about a year old?
There's more of that story. Let's Joanne give some history.
When Joanne was talking about being one of the first teachers, and then she mentioned a year, so I'm just trying to figure that out now. That was 30 minutes ago, but.
Yeah, so we cover this in our teacher briefing, but there's a parent company that's Yen Fudao, and they have been around since 2012, and they have several different apps. And in 2017, they started the Zebra English app. Their apps, the initial apps that they started out with are free apps to their students all over China, trying to support them and especially help the rural students that they have access to information that they need to be successful. Well, then in 2017, they wanted to help their younger students with their English, like before they started in their schools. And so they came out with the Zebra English app. And so they have that with the AI, the artificial intelligence, that's their app that they work with. And then in 2019, last spring, they took it a step further and wanted to add the one-on-one, with a native English speaker. So they added that on to their already existing AI app. Now, it's pretty interesting and really cool to learn about Zebra English because they have the AI app that the students work in, and it has the artificial intelligence where they can work independently and then also be corrected if they pronounced something incorrectly. But then they have supplementary materials that they send them, and they have like a magic pen, like the Leapfrog that reads. So again, they can be independent. And then they have Chinese English teachers that work with them. So they're in groups of like 50 on WeChat, and this Chinese English teacher, they can exchange video and audio messages. So they have all of that support, which makes it different when they come into our classrooms. And this is, I noticed the difference between like VIPKid and Zebra English, because I had a fully booked schedule at VIPKid, and I was one of those switching back and forth between classes each day. But it was so much easier to teach with Zebra because their students came prepared, because they had worked in this app 5 days a week. Now, you do have some that might not work in the app, but they are in the minority of my students. I would say out of all of my regulars, I only had a couple that I would say that struggled or were not prepared. So that does make it easier to teach. So that's why when you hear about Zebra English, it's fairly new in the ESL online community. But like the company, we just found out they are now the official sponsors for the Beijing Olympics. The parent.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the one-on-one program is the new aspect of Zebra English.
And can one of you let us know what the pay scale is? I'm trying to remember all the questions that they usually ask during the other interviews. It's like pay scale, requirements to get in, and so.
Cheri?
Sure. So Zebra English posts on their website that the pay scale is between $8 and $10. But to break that down to reality, the $10 is the upper range that experienced teachers can work up towards as they sign subsequent contracts. So Joanne is in her second contract, nearing your third, correct? Yes. Yeah. And I just signed my second contract about 2 months ago. And the current layout of being able to get an advancement in your base rate is what VIPKids used to be, except for They removed the requirement of getting to 1,200 classes within a certain time frame. And what is really cool about this is that Zebra English initially came out with one suggested way they were going to do it. And they listened to the teachers and said, wait a minute, you've had teachers like Joanne and several others of the teachers who were there at the very beginning who have been loyal to the company. And yes, they may have 20 students that they see every week. Maybe they don't see 40 students a week, but they are there every week and they're teaching quality lessons. So let's reward these people who are maybe more part-time status. And so Zebra English listened and they said, okay, we're going to keep 1,200 classes, but it's whenever you reach that. When you reach that level, then your next contract, you'll be eligible for that base rate increase as long as you meet the other criteria. So that has been amazing. But most teachers coming in make that $8 to $9 per 25-minute lesson. We've got great incentives that are still present. Our incentives are very similar to, again, what VIPKid used to be. Yeah. And we don't have any indication that those are going away anytime soon. Now that can change, as we all know, can change, but I make considerably more at VIPKid than what I make considerably more at Zebra than I make at VIPKid.
Let's see.
And the other factor that factors in is the parent feedback. At Zebra English, you do not have to have a certain number of parent feedback. So we don't have to ask for parent feedback. So that is awesome. And again, they listen to the teachers on this. And so now you just have to have a certain percentage. So if you only have 50 parent feedback or if you have 500 parent feedback, as long as that percentage is where it needs to be, then you're eligible for the raise. So that's a big,
I also wanted to respond to Tim. Yes, you are correct. Most new teachers coming in are coming in at $8, but I will say I had someone hired about 2 months ago and she made $9. So I would say the most recently, right before that hiring freeze, yes, I would agree that would be the rate. If you do meet the participation incentives, then you're at that $9 because you can, once you teach over 45 lessons in a month, then you get that dollar raise per session. And then if you get short notices, the other cool thing is about short notices is that, let's say you get booked a short notice class. So there is that incentive for the short notice class. Let's say the student then cancels, because it happens. You get a short notice booking, the student cancels, you get paid, and then let's say it gets booked again, you get paid double.
Oh, nice. So that same slot?
That same slot.
Oh, good. Let's see. I wanted to read before. Hello, everyone. Great interview with lots of information. That's from Melissa Miller. She is a mentor, VIPKid. Teacher awesome. Kelly, she said VIPKid does a percentage too. Yeah. And Cindy G, thanks for the information. Hey, thanks for coming, Cindy. Okay, let's see. I think that is all I had. Oh, no, it's not all I had. So lesson plans are given to you. Is Zebra English more, see, we keep comparing to VIPKid because I think a lot of us know that one, but is it more game-based like some of the other companies I hear, or is it is? Can you tell me about that? Because that's kind of one that piques my interest because I love learning through games or teaching through the games for kids to learn. So
it's the game-based platform. Yeah, I love the game-based platform because first of all, it's fun. They give you plenty of content, so you're not feeling like, oh my gosh, I have 6 minutes left over, and that 6 minutes really feels like 6 hours because you're feeling like you have to do so much stretching. But they have it's all game-based learning, and again, our students come to class prepared because they've already reviewed the lesson in the app. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing. So what we're doing is as teachers is to review practice and then extend, ask a lot of, extension questions, really trying to facilitate that high student output. And the games do that. They're interactive. They can click a button and, a wheel will pop up, and then it's a word, and then they need to create a sentence with that. Or for the lower levels, it's like a look and say. So they have to find, it'll pop up, and then it'll give you like a little circle, and then they have to click on that and then read. So it's nice. It gives them ways to really engage in a class, and it's fun. The slides are animated, and they're very consistent too. So as a teacher, yes, you want to be prepared for your classes, and you want to get in that practice classroom and look at what your content is going to be for the day. But once you're a little bit more of a seasoned teacher, I just jump right in and go, because I know that, for this level, these are the types of slides that we're going to, review today. For the lower levels, it's this. So yeah, but the game-based platform, it makes it fun. It makes the class just fly by. There's stickers that you can give to the students. They love the stickers, and the stickers are animated also. So you can put them up on the screen anytime during the lesson or at the very end. So yeah, they really do love the game-based platform.
Good. And do you guys have anything else before we get into a giveaway? Anything you want to add about Zebra English or the coaching group?
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to add about Zebra English. So I am a speech language pathologist. That's my original background. And what really drew me to Zebra English when I was looking for like a secondary company was the fact that, yes, the game-based learning is great, but I was initially a little hesitant because some of the game-based things that they brought out with VIPKid, with the level 2 interactive stuff, they were so game-based that the kids just wanted to click, 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 click all the time. And I felt like I didn't need to do anything, that I'm just sitting there to go to the next page, because the student is clicking and they're listening and they're just repeating what they're hearing. Totally different with Zebra. What I found with the way that the layout and the curriculum is with Zebra English is that it is so much more interactive. And what is so important is at the end of the lesson, you get to role play and you get to have conversations and dialogue with the students. And that is something that I feel was somewhat lacking or more difficult for my students that I saw in VIPKid. Our kids are able to have conversations with us at a much younger age in general than what I've seen on other platforms. And I love that. I love that.
Great. Good. So,
well, can I throw something in there, Kasie?
Yeah, okay. You couldn't see me. I had my thumbs up for you, but it was like way down here. I'm in this huge TV monitor. My husband set it up, so I feel like the Brady Bunch. Awesome. When I look down to listen to Cheri, I'm looking over at the chat box, and I'm like looking way down here. But
I like the Brady Bunch. I think we need to do like a teacher musical type thing, like Suze. Make that next on your list. Suze is the one that's good with the ideas for the challenges that we have.
I wish I had her help for today. I have a huge editing project for today, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so
I wanted to mention one other aspect of Zebra English that we really enjoy about the company, the community, and that's just what I just said, the community. We all work together. So you've had Riley on here. I think you're friends with Lexi also. Lexi was another one of my first referrals, and she's still in my hiring support group. And we still communicate, and we have all along. Even going through the mentoring process, she went through at the same time Cheri did. And it's been fun because I would get to like be in on some of their meetings and work with them as they were going through that process. So we have like this big community, and we've encouraged that from the beginning, that we're not in competition with one another. We're here to support one another, rejoice with one another, build each other up. And you will see that on our official page, on all of our Facebook groups. We're all friends, and we all work together and collaborate together, and we help promote each other. So that's been just such a plus working with Zebra English. And like Riley, she reached out to me. She wasn't one of my referrals, but and I would give her some help. And then we've become friends, and she's become friends with our group. And in fact, she asked to get some tips for her hiring support group. And so she joined ours, and we said, at first we were like, well, but then it was like, you know what, she's our friend. And we meet together weekly anyway. We sort of have a prayer group together. And so that's been a neat blessing between the four of us. But, and so she's part of our hiring support group, you know, another referring teacher. But it's okay because we help one another and we work together. So on that note, I would like to also mention the Zebra English Lounge. Now, I learned in college that creativity was looking at something and seeing a great idea and then taking what you could use from it and making it your own. And I love that idea because I didn't feel like I was so creative. So VIPKid had the Teachers Lounge. You know, that was a part of one of the websites I was a part of, and really liked the community within it. And so we collaborated together, Cheri, Susannah, myself, and then my husband, because he's the website designer, and he's a visionary. So he has all these ideas and keeps us motivated and focused. And so we all four meet together and we created zebraenglishlounge.com. And it's Teachers Lounge. And what we wanted to do was create a website that teachers could be lifted up and spotlighted, highlighted, where they could contribute. And then they didn't have to have a title. You know, it didn't matter who they were. They were a part of Zebra English and they wanted to write a blog. They wanted to do a seminar or a chat. We could make it happen. We had that platform for them. We had, or we still do have the teacher, I don't know, it's sort of teacher of the week, teacher of the month. It just depends on when we get the information and when my husband can get it up there on the website. But it's full of information. And we even have, if you want to coach applicants and you're not really sure where to start, there's a whole subject on that, a whole tab. You can look at videos about it. You can read information, hear testimonials from applicants that have been coached. So we're really trying to support our teaching community or our teacher community and give them an opportunity to be highlighted and then also contribute and be on the same plane as everyone else. And so our teacher chats and seminars, they're unofficial. They have nothing to do with Zebra English officially. And we cannot, you know, use anything from Zebra English, like any of their materials or show our videos or anything like that in them. But they're also open to others. So if you see a teacher chat or seminar up there and you're a teacher with another platform, we welcome you. And we ask that you just come and email us or get a link from us if you don't see the link, and we'll be glad to allow you to be a part of those.
Great. And I do have that one linked below too. I just made sure. So yeah, Sis, did you have any, Teacher Sis? Sorry. I keep reading your name at the bottom. Do you have anything else to say? Anything else?
No. No, I just wanted Joanne to talk about the Teacher Lounge.
Oh, good. And she got that. I think that's about it. Joanne, you want to tell everyone what you have an idea of? Does that make sense?
Yes. So I thought it would be fun to do a T-shirt giveaway. My daughter has a company called Brand Me Tees. That's TEE, and it's linked below. But brandmetees.com. And right now she's doing teacher T-shirts, but she can do anything. So we wanted to do a giveaway. In fact, the T-shirts that Cheri and Susannah and I all have on, that's the football tee, and she can put anything on them. When we were doing our videos and we had our own links, then some of us had our link on our shirt to make it easy for anyone that wanted to apply with us. But so we wanted to do a giveaway, and so we're trying to figure out how to do this. And I think, okay, so how we're going to do this is that, we really wanted to help Kasie too. I know she's on the road to 1,000. Have you hit that?
Oh, thanks. No, 977, I think.
Oh,
so close. So we wanted to help Kasie also. So anyone, Zebra English teachers especially, and if this is your first time learning about Kasie, Kasie is awesome because she does Collaboration Station, and I've just seen a few of your videos and interviews. But it's pretty neat because Kasie's on that same mindset of working together with other teachers. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're from. Let's just all work together and help each other and build each other up. And that's what we like. So subscribe to Teacher Kasie and help her get to 1,000 subscribes. And if you do between now and Wednesday, let's put that time frame in there.
Good.
then you will be entered in to win a t-shirt that we're going to give away. Now, this t-shirt, you can go on the BrammyTees.com website and you can pick any of those that are valued at $20. Now, you can pick something more than that and just pay the difference if you want to. But yeah, so you have choices. And
Yay.
so subscribe. And if you want to get some extra tries at winning, then you can subscribe to one of our channels too. So anyone that just subscribes between Monday to Wednesday can be entered into that drawing. So for sure, Kasie, we're trying to help her get to 1,000.
Thanks.
And then you can add us for extra entries and help us little ones down here.
Now their links are below, but can you shout out your channel names? I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words now. So
mine is My Zebra English Journey.
Oh, that's your channel name. Cute. I must have just clicked on the link and that's how I subscribed. Okay. Who's next?
Mine's Teacher Sue's.
Oh, that's an easy one to remember.
Yes. Yes.
I have two. Cheri Gibson, pretty easy, right? And Cheri Gibson is more Zebra English affiliated. And then I also have a one that's for adult ESL that is Learn English with Teacher Cheri. And that's, I make videos for adults who want to learn English.
Oh, neat. Is that part of your other company or is that just something you do on your channel?
That's just something that I've decided to do on the side because I have had some parents at VIPKid actually that were like, will you teach me English? And I was like, I don't know. And then I kept thinking about it. I was like, okay, this is a way that I can kind of meet that need. So.
Okay, I have a question for you then. Sorry, I hope nobody minds. Can you send them YouTube links? Because I have kid stuff that I wanted to send to some of my, like I do Pout Pout fish books.
Yes. So no, not typically not in China. So what I do in that case is I will do clips and I send via WeChat. So when they were first in the COVID, when they were first home, like during Chinese New Year, I would read books and send them to my regular students from VIPKid on WeChat.
Okay, but
so that's how I got around that.
Later.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
But I have sent some videos via email and they've gotten them. Have you ever tried that, Cheri?
Yes, but they can't have the YouTube link. You can just send videos via email. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Because YouTube's not allowed there, I thought.
Right. Okay. It's not, unless they have a VPN. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for answering that. I've been wondering that this whole week. I've been messaging people like, how do I send these? So great. Let's see. Oh, Teacher Amanda, thank you. She said she just subscribed. Teacher Amanda said, I keep meaning to write a blog to submit. I need to get more involved again. Being involved is actually a therapeutic thing for me. I think that's why these lives do so well, because we all need some chat time with our friends, our new friends, our old friends. I had a chat, I think I told Joanne, that was 2.5 hours with Kristen's classroom one evening, and we had 20 people in the chat.
Wow.
Yeah, so we did a live like we're doing now, but 20 people stayed in the chat just talking to us. And I think right now people just need social interaction, you know?
Especially now.
Right, right.
Yes.
Ellen, thanks for joining us. She said she just realized we were on. Very interesting. Thanks, Ellen. Okay, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels. We'd love to have you, and we'll have to let Joanne know so that you'll be in the drawing. So thank you guys so much for coming. This has been great.
Thanks, Kasie, for having us. Strong women supporting other strong women.
I love it. Love it.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.